Have you ever walked into a room and felt like someone was reading you? Not in an uncomfortable way, but in a way that made you feel like they already knew things about you that you had never told them. Like they had figured something out in the first 30 seconds that most people never figure out at all. That feeling is not your imagination. Psychology says genuinely smart people are doing exactly that. And they are not doing it consciously. They are doing it automatically. Because highly intelligent individuals have trained their minds, often without realizing it, to pick up on signals that most people never even notice exist. Here are the everyday habits that smart people immediately and quietly notice about you the moment you walk in. 1. How you treat people who cannot do anything for you. This is the first thing a genuinely intelligent person notices. Not how you treat them, not how you present yourself, how you treat the person serving your coffee, how you speak to the person holding the door, how you behave towards someone who has no power, no status, and nothing you need. Psychologists call this the waiter rule, and research consistently shows it is one of the most reliable indicators of a person's true character. Smart people know that how you treat people who cannot benefit you is the most honest version of who you actually are. The version that appears before performance has time to begin. 2. Whether your words and body language match. Highly intelligent people are instinctively attuned to incongruence. When what someone says does not align with how their body is saying it, a smart person feels it immediately, even if they cannot immediately articulate why. Psychologists call this nonverbal leakage. The body tells the truth even when the words are carefully chosen. Genuine smiles reach the eyes. Forced ones do not. Confident people take up space without thinking about it. Nervous people contract without realizing it. Smart people read all of this automatically and file it away without making a single comment. 3. How you handle being wrong. Nothing reveals a person's character faster to a highly intelligent observer than the moment they are corrected. Do they defend the mistake? Do they deflect? Do they quietly accept and move forward? Psychology research on intellectual humility shows that how a person responds to being wrong is one of the most accurate predictors of their emotional intelligence, their capacity for growth, and their long-term reliability. Smart people notice this instantly, not because they are judging, but because their mind automatically distinguishes between people who are interested in truth and people who are interested in being right. And these next three are the ones that will make you think twice about every interaction you have ever had. Because smart people are not just watching what you do, they are watching how you do it. The energy behind the action, the intention underneath the behavior. And they are building a picture of you that is far more accurate than anything you have ever deliberately shown them. 4. How you respond to other people's success. This one is subtle, but it is one of the most revealing signals a genuinely intelligent person ever picks up on. When someone around you succeeds, do you celebrate genuinely, or does something tighten inside you? Smart people notice this immediately, not because they are looking for flaws, but because psychology research on social comparison shows that how a person responds to someone else's success reveals their deepest beliefs about whether the world has enough for them. People who celebrate others genuinely operate from a mindset of abundance. People who shrink, deflect, or subtly undermine operate from scarcity. And a genuinely intelligent observer sees the difference in the first half second before the performance has time to catch up. 5. How you talk about people who are not in the room. This habit tells a smart person everything they need to know about whether you are safe to trust. If you speak critically, harshly, or dismissively about others the moment they leave the conversation, a genuinely intelligent person makes a quiet but firm mental note. Not because they are judging your opinion, but because they understand a simple psychological truth. How you talk about absent people is exactly how you will eventually talk about them. Research in social psychology consistently shows that people who gossip freely do not make exceptions for people they like. They simply have not had reason yet. Smart people know this, and they file it away completely silently. 6. How comfortable you are with silence. This final habit is the one most people never expect. Genuinely smart people pay close attention to how a person handles silence in conversation, because silence reveals something that words never can. People who rush to fill every quiet moment are often running from something: their own thoughts, their own discomfort, their need to be perceived in a specific way. People who can sit in silence without anxiety, without performing, without needing to fill the space, they signal something very specific to a highly intelligent observer. They signal that they are comfortable with themselves, that they do not need external noise to feel secure. And psychology research across European institutions shows that comfort with silence is one of the strongest nonverbal indicators of genuine emotional security and inner stability that exists. If you treat everyone with the same respect, regardless of status, if your words and your body tell the same story, if you can sit quietly without needing to perform, smart people have already noticed. And what they noticed made them want to know you better. You do not need to impress intelligent people. You simply need to be exactly who you are. Because authenticity is the one thing that no performance can ever replicate. And genuinely smart people can always feel the difference. Did any of these habits make you think about your own behavior differently? Tell us in the comments. And if this video gave you something real to think about, subscribe. Because on this channel, we do not just talk about smart people, we help you think like one.